Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Nah. He said stop missing. Look, I want y'all to see I'm 0 for 5 on the putt, right? Be hitting the putt, hitting some putt shit. But listen, how many shots are you taking? You can't miss if you didn't take no shots. You dig what I'm saying? How many shots you waking up taking? You understand? You can't miss if you didn't take no shots. You feel me? That makes sense? How y'all feeling, man? I got a spa day today. We up doing laundry. Peace and love, peace and love. He said, stop this. That was funny. I know how to hit I be on the tee for real. I be golfing for real, y'all. Make sure that ain't for me, y'all. Motherfuckers out there beeping their horn. I got an hour. Shit. Yeah. Well, peace and love, man. So I want y'all to know how Don Kalam really got famous was on the golf course. Like when it came to celebrities, like that's when they first started talking about me. So that's why I knew I had to learn how to play golf. So look. That's when I knew I had to go in there with some assets. They not gonna talk to you and listen to you. You ain't got no assets. That's what I'm saying. So like, every other week, something like that, man. At least once a month, at minimum, I give out free consultations to people. Okay, the beggars, right? And they don't value the information. And if your life is not great, you're still struggling in life. Quit telling people you learn from Don Kalam, because Don Kalam don't teach you how to struggle. Don Kalam does not teach struggle. Don Kalam teaches the path of least resistance. You understand? You don't have to struggle for prosperity because it's your divine birthright. You have to understand who you are, and this is spiritual. And a lot of people don't understand this. Everything is spiritual. If you're fulfilling your divine contract with the Most High, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. That means the Lord is your that's your mentor. That's your guidance. That's who you're listening to. Your creator. All right? Your creator. Who is your creator? And a lot of people is chasing these things like the birth certificate, and the birth certificate proves who your maker is. Not creator, your maker. There's a difference between creators and makers, okay? Now they made you. They made this straw man. They made this shadow you. This voodoo you. That's why I call it the voodoo self. It's just on paper. It ain't dolls, it's paper. They ain't so gangster, they don't even have to use dolls. They use paper. Now they're using phones. You gotta understand the game. You gotta understand who you are. You gotta understand everything is angels and demons. Everything is light and darkness. And you gotta understand everything starts in the dark. They can't even work in the dark. They gotta work in the daytime. And the dark is closed. Cause they know you ain't doing nothing in the dark. They said you ain't doing nothing in the dark but worrying about what the fuck they doing. Exactly. That's their words. That's their words. But you don't sit down. You don't sit down in these private rooms. You don't get in, and they're not going to invite you. They're going to invite you to the public rooms. with a summons. You can only summons dead people, man. They can only work with the living. My God is alive. Now y'all still worshiping the dead. Y'all didn't catch none of that, man. Let me get some fire emojis. We get a 100 something if y'all just caught what I just put down, man. Don Kalam legacy, man. That's what we about, man. Quit being scared to take the shots. Take them. Quit being scared. You miss all the shots you don't take. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm out here swinging and been out here swinging for years. Literally committed my life to this because this was my vision. And do you have a vision? And if you have one, you need to commit your life to it. And I'm telling you, the land of milk and honey. What is the land of milk and honey? When you're walking by faith, not by sight, you understand, hey, this is a lot of friction this way. I can't make nothing shake this way. I need to move around. I keep moving around until I find my prosperity, until I find my abundance, until I find what fulfills me, until I find what adds to my life, because we're energy. It's either adding to your life or it's taken away. You're either progressing or regressing. Quit choosing the shit that's making you to regress. Quit choosing that shit. You choosing that shit. Create the vision. Make it clear. That's how you understand this information, man. It's a mindset. It starts with the mind. Do you see yourself winning? Do you believe yourself winning? Do you believe that prosperity is your divine birthright? You need to understand nobody owes you anything. The prosperity is going to be in a lesson. The lesson learned. It's either a lesson or a blessing. Learn it quickly. There's a moral to every story. Learn it quickly. What's your moral? What's your story? Why is this person in your life? Are they a lesson or a blessing? Are they adding to your life? Or are they taking away from your life? Like me, I don't donate to nothing that doesn't make me better. I don't donate to nothing that, whether it's time, energy, or resources. Because you got to understand, money is just here to acquire resources. Resources, that's what we're here to do. Who has the most resources? That's what makes you rich. Back in the day, it was cattle, horses, stuff like that. You know, for me, it's knowledge. We're in a day and age where knowledge and wisdom is needed, and that's what brings me forth prosperity and being able to guide people to real life solutions. But it's in you all along, man. Everything. You're good at a few things. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that one special thing, but we usually have we're multi-talented people. I know I am. I can't speak for everybody else. But I know you're here for somebody for a reason. You're here for a reason. So you need to figure out what that reason is and learn how to monetize it. Because I'm telling you, the reason why you're not rich is because you can only have as much money as you can handle. You can't handle nothing. You're not set up for it. You're not visualizing it. You ain't around these people, so you can't visualize it. You need to get around the people. There's new levels, new devils. You need to get around new people. You need to get around people. You got to start creating those steps. You don't even know what's out there until you start leveling up around people. See, a lot of people think celebrities are these basketball players and athletes. There's a whole type of different money. These niggas got bosses. Put it like that. Excuse my language. They got bosses. They're told what to do, or they lose their job. Put it like that. So they're not even entrepreneurs. They're forms of employees. Let me know that you understand that. Okay, if you're an actor, actress, these people are employees. They gotta abide by the contracts. You understand? You understand? 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 Overstand. So, overstand that. That's what my dog been showing y'all. Overstand that. They abide by the contracts. You gotta know who you are. Know why you're here for. What's your purpose? And that's when you start getting paid. That's when you discover true freedom. Freedom is a state of mind. Freedom. Understand true freedom. It's bigger than paperwork. What's your assets? Do you have assets? Are you free? Can you move around? Can you go where you want to go? Can you cross country? I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know. It's a whole secret world. And it's families that run the world. And you got to learn how to, it's united we stand, divided we fall. So you got to make sure that you and your family become that. And it starts with, you can't force your family into this. You got to be the trendsetter. Actions speak louder than words, so they got to see it. They just can't hear you speak it. Motherfuckers is programmed. Especially when you get passionate about it. And I don't understand this. Like, I see people when they tap into this knowledge, they get so passionate. They get so passionate. And the family can't hear you because you're so passionate about it. Seeing is believing, man. They've been living a lie their whole life. You think they're going to accept the truth when they see it? The truth hurts. The truth will set you free. So allow it to set you free first. And everybody can't go where you're going. You have to choose this shit. You have to understand what this is called. This is called free will. I'm gonna let that sink in, because y'all in the trustee training, all that, what y'all rocking with me. Listen, it's called free will. You cannot go against anybody's free will. If they choose to be dead, they choose to be dead. Allow them to be that. You have to kill everything with kindness and love. Because I see a lot of people try to force this information on their family. So why would anybody want to fuck with you when what's being forceful is rape. You're trying to force information down, so you can't do that. They have to choose it. Choose it, it chooses you. You choose prosperity, it's going to choose you. Now, when you choose to put God first, or your higher power, so I want y'all to understand this. Because God said we're here to multiply. Understand this. And I mean, that's with the family. Multiply your family. Multiply the family trust. You get money, you multiply it. You're here to multiply, not divide. Divide is to conquer. They divide the pie every which way they get before you even get your money. That's why you don't have an entrepreneur mindset. That's why I tell everybody, get the entrepreneur mindset, because as the entrepreneur mindset, you touch your money first. As an entrepreneur mindset, I'm going to say it again, because a lot of motherfuckers, as an entrepreneur, you touch your money first. No child support can touch it. Can no government touch it. Can no Medicaid touch it. Can no federal government touch it. Can no state touch it. You understand? No, you don't understand, because you're not an entrepreneur. To all my real leaders, to all my real bosses out there, man. Y'all know what I mean. Think like an entrepreneur. Quit thinking like a slave. Quit thinking like an employee. You're a boss. You create nations. You out here creating lives and sign them over to the government. And then you want to come holler at Don Kalam and say he's a scam. You have a birth certificate? Well, I know who your maker is. I can't even speak with you. You're in the public. You're public property. You don't even have no voice, so I shouldn't even be talking to you. You dig what I'm saying? That's real shit. That's law. But you don't hear me though. That's law. That's real law. I'm not even supposed to be talking to the public. Real law. I'm not even supposed to be talking to the public. Real law. I move different though. I don't move with shit. It don't even matter how I move, but I move as a peer party creditor. Ain't no social in the system for me. My name ain't in the system. None of that shit. You know what I mean? And my banking's not. I got trustees. A lot of different things. Anonymity. Learn how to be anonymous. Learn how to be private. It's a whole different ball game, man. But shout out to my trustees, man. The real G's out there. They're the ones that make me relevant out here. They're the ones that allow me to prosper. Real shit. Shout out to my board members. They're the ones that allow me to prosper. They're the ones that allow me to be me. They're the ones that allow me to still sit in these rooms and make business deals. And I'll be like, talk to my trustee, or talk to my board member, talk to my CEO, talk to my CFO, talk to my money manager, talk to my booking manager, talk to somebody, my founder, whatever. I just dropped a lot of trustee terms for you. And starting off, all I was a single member LLC. But I learned how to juke it. I learned how to maneuver it. I learned how to get out of cases. I learned a lot of different things, but I learned that name wasn't me. When your mother forsakes you, when your father forsakes you, the Lord will take you in. Do you have a covenant with your God today? And if your God is not adding to your life, because God said multiply, you need to choose a different God. You need to pray to a different God. I'm not going to argue about the name. I'm going to use the name. Understand? We're not going to argue about who God is today. We're not going to argue about who Jesus is today. I'm going to use the name in commerce. And that might have went over some of y'all's heads, man. I'm dropping so much game today. Get in tune. He says bars. Bible is a fact in the courtroom. You're still living in the land of the dead, man. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's right in the Bible. Why are you out here wanting? You know what I'm saying? Why are you out here wanting? I don't have to want for nothing. Desire it. Set the goals. Set the trends. What you want? What you doing? What you doing with your life? It starts with purpose, man. Take the shots. Quit being scared. A lot of people say they don't want what to do. I just need y'all to understand this. There's truly no freedom documents. Quit getting caught up on the paperwork. Spells are spell casting. You know what to write down. You know what to say. You know what to do. When what's done in the dark comes out to light. Make the vision, make it clear. Create a vision, make it clear. What's your vision? What you here to do? Why do you want to be free? Why? What do you think it's going to bring to you? And you have to understand this. It's not about trying to force everybody to see things your way. Everybody's entitled to their own perception, opinions, and beliefs. The only reason why people can see things my way is because I walk it like I talk it, because I really live that life. And I help a lot of other people do it that way. But it's not for everybody. Understand that. It was years. I'm talking about I spent 3-4 years trying to, in a row, just trying to force this on people. And it didn't bring me no money, kept me broke, but I traveled all around the world just trying to teach this shit to people. But I'm helping people, to the ones that did listen. And when they started seeing remedies in their lives, and that's when I became Don Kalam. That's when I started blowing the fuck up. You understand? You know? When they started seeing those results, you know? Life's a game. You got to understand the queen is one of the most powerful pieces on the board, but the king is the most important. So when the king is captured, the game is over. I need y'all to understand that, and we're here to multiply. It takes a man to raise a man, but a woman to raise a nation, so we need both. So we need to be raising real royalty out here. Real royalty. You know, if a man is a provider, he's taking care of his family, you need to get behind that. You need to get behind that queen. That's how I feel. And a lot of these families are divided, man. So, get it together, man. Understand, this is magic. This is voodoo. You need to have a higher power. Be talking to God. Be talking to your higher power. Whatever you call source. Source goes by many names. And then start learning and having that relationship with yourself. When there's friction that way, pay attention. It's a lesson or a blessing. Learn quick, move the other way. Path of least resistance, always going to lead you to prosperity. When you start learning how to walk by faith, not by sight. Have that relationship, talking to the dark. Then you start taking those shots, man. Start taking those shots, man. I can play some pool now. My bad, y'all. Let me see, man. Y'all don't know nothing about no pool. I gotta start taking shots. Man, I got shit to do today. Boom. We strikes out the gate. Our side is boom. We made 2 up. So we better at pool than we are at golf. But peace and love. Remember, prosperity is your divine birthright. Tap in. Go to school.com/Donkalam, SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. Click the link in the bio. I text private life to 702-200-4900. Much peace and love.